Venus and Earth is about action. Because see, Venus is what you love, appreciate, and value, how you relate to others. But Earth is things we can see, tangible, external, physical, practical. Then if we get metaphysical, Earth represents matter, what matters to us, things that's supposed to matter. X out the things that don't matter, exit and put in the things that do matter, so we can see the results of it into reality, so we can see external. So you see, Earth is powerful here. You know what I'm saying? Earth is actually writing it down. Earth is actually expressing your talent from within. Earth is actually doing something about your emotions. Earth is actually seeing your ideas. You see what I'm saying? So that's what Earth is about. So off the bat, Venus and Earth signs love and appreciate and value results. And a lot of times results have to be seen. So a lot of times on a metaphysic level, yeah, you could be telling somebody all day, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. But if the Venus and Earth want to see you doing it, yeah, you know how to make, oh yeah, if you're a Venus and fire, oh yeah, you know how to make music, Venus and Earth, let's go do it. The Venus and water would be like, yeah, I'm in love, I'm in love, I value, let's relate, let's compromise, I'm emotionally in love with this person. The Venus and Earth like, oh for real? Show me. Show me how much you love me, or let me show you how much I love you. You know what I'm saying? The Venus and air is like, yeah, I love and appreciate the way you think. I love and appreciate the way you go about things, how you communicate, certain way you say things, how you do things. The Venus and Earth like, oh for real? Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Show me what you talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you like how I do that? Well, all right, I'm gonna make sure I do this, and I'm gonna make sure I do this every day. You know what I'm saying? Now it can get a little tricky with the Venus being in Virgo, because with Venus being in Virgo, it falls here. So it love and appreciate and value, but it detaches the value of being able to love and appreciate and value what you have as being in Taurus, and it dissipates the value of being able to love and appreciate and value, creating new valuing how to create new circumstances and how to initiate new ways of being practical and how to think amongst what we love and what we appreciate. So it lacks that. So with Venus being a mutable Earth, here's the tricky part. Mutable is being able to change and being able to adapt to your own or other people's ways of, and in this case it's Earth, thinking and being practical. So instead of loving and appreciating and compromising, Venus here is too busy trying to love and appreciate and value the way how other people get things done, the way how other people work, the way how it's too busy loving and appreciating, criticizing, seeing how another person get from point A to point B, how another person think, how another person practicalize things. So a lot of times the way a Venus and Virgo person to come across, the way they love someone is by criticizing them, or is by trying to help them. You see what I'm saying? And that's the blurred lines, because you could come across a lot of people who don't want your help, and you could come across a lot of people as clingy, or you could come across a lot of people who need your help and you become a crutch for the rest of your life. You become having a bunch of people you have to help every day of your life. And then you feel bad when you can't do it. And these people could be manipulating and using you. So it could go both routes. So it's real, Venus and Virgo is real tricky, but that love for the material or for the external person, place, or thing is still there. That's why Venus still likes to be in Earth signs, because it gets to express its love. It gets to take its inner love and express it external, and that's one of the powers we have here. That's why love is very enlightened. It's very essential. It's very essential in this realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? Because everything could be dark, so you have to let there be light. You know what I'm saying? And letting there be light is your energy, your frequency, your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And then you experiencing your light is your soul, your vibration, your fluid. Then it's getting ready to matter in your life and into other people's lives. Then the orb becomes so big, it becomes solid. Now people see the energy of it. They can touch it. the energy is vibrating at a level that it could be seen. You see what I'm saying? And Venus and Earth signs understand this. Even if they're not into metaphysics or astrology, they understand it subconsciously. They understand that in order to get what you love and appreciate and value, you have to actually work on something. You have to actually create a foundation on something, and create a foundation to make sure that when it's here today, it's not gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And that could go towards people, places, and things. So this is why a lot of times Venus and Earth signs could be emotionally detached, because they know people, places, and things could be here today and gone tomorrow. So they create foundations and stabilities around what they appreciate and value, so they know how to experience that. So they don't attach emotions and feelings there, so they don't have to be let down from it either. Because they know once they create that foundation, they have it, they don't have to experience the emotion of it being gone. Because they're now that they worked on it and was stabilized on it, it's here to stay. Whether it's a person, place, or thing that they loved, appreciate, value, or compromised with. And that's motherfucking Venus. And you know, Venus, also how you going to look at Venus too. You got to look at what house is in. You know what I'm saying? If your Venus, and how you love, if your Venus is in the first house, another part of how you love is going to be pertaining to how you love is going to be expressed through your personality and your personal issues. People are going to see how you love is going to express off your personality. Or if Venus conjunct your sun, the way you act and how you see things is dealing with love, appreciation, value, compromising with others. If you got Venus in the second house, the way how you see love is by dealing with value. It's exalted in the second house. No, it's not exalted in the second house, but it rules the second house. So how you see love is exalted in the 12th house. But it being in the second house, how you see love is that you need love and compromising, and you're gonna see value in and appreciating something. You're gonna think you have to value and appreciate something in order to know what it feels like to value something, or know what it feels like to have self-esteem, or know what it feels like to have something to offer to the world. You're going to have something there to value. That's why I rules here. Venus in the third house. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a love and appreciation and a value for your surroundings, for the things that you're familiar with, whether it's people, places, or things. You know what I'm saying? Venus in the fourth house. You're going to have a love and appreciation and value for your private issues, for your family, for your domestic issues, for how you gain emotional stability amongst yourself or wherever you feel most comfortable at, whether it's your house, a relative house, a friend house. Venus in the fifth house. You're going to have a love and appreciation and a value for your expression, the way you express yourself, or the way other people express themselves. Things you choose to entertain, whether that's a person, place, or thing, or a conversation. And your creative endeavors. You're going to have a love and appreciation and value for that. Venus in the sixth house. You're going to have a love and appreciation and a value for your work, your scheduling, things you're working on. You know what I'm saying? The details in your life. Things that you do on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And it falls in the sixth house also. So what happens here is a lot of times you could love and appreciate and value too much work. Too much work, no play. People think you don't love and appreciate and value having fun a lot of times. But the good part, you may love and appreciate and value work or things that you're working on. Venus in the seventh house. It rules here also. You're going to love and appreciate and value relationships and how you relate to people, places, and things. Venus in the eighth house. You're going to love it. It doesn't like to be here. It's at work here. So same way it doesn't like to be in the first house. Venus doesn't like to be in the first or the eighth house, because Venus in the first house, you're going to love and appreciate and value your own personality, your own personal issues. So a lot of times you may not care about other people's personal issues or other people's personalities, but a lot of times you give off a loving and a harmonious personality. But a lot of times you may be selfish and not compromise, not be able. I ain't gonna say compromise, because a lot of times you may personally compromise because Venus holds that. But Venus in the first house, a lot of times you may only love and appreciate and value your own personal issues. So when it's time to help somebody else or value somebody else or appreciate somebody else's personal issues or their personality, even at times, it may be hard for you to do that. And same with Venus being in the eighth house. A lot of times you only value and appreciate your own intentions, your own passions, your own desires. So when someone else have alternative motives or want to do something, you don't want to connect. So you know what I'm saying? But you may love and appreciate and value your own desires, your own pleasures, and go too far into that. So Venus doesn't do well in the 1st and 8th house. But Venus in the 9th house, you're going to have a love and appreciation and a value for education, for learning, you know what I'm saying, for the broad philosophical point of view of the whole world and God and things of that nature. Venus in the 10th house, you're going to have a love and appreciation and value for status, for how you're seen, for how other people may see you, how you're known, you know what I'm saying. Venus in the 11th house, you're going to have a love and appreciation and value for the unknown, which unknown, like mysticism, astrology, occult. You're going to have and you're going to have a love, appreciation, and value of how you conduct yourself in the public arena when you're out in the public. And you're going to have a love and appreciation and value for dealing with the unfamiliar, whether that's people, places, or things, or associates. And Venus in the 12th house is exalted here. You're going to have a love and appreciation and value for spirituality, the subconscious realm, and the collective conscious of how to connect with the world and how to love everybody. You see what I'm saying? And that's Venus. You know, and that's how you're going to love in this realm of reality. And, you know, it's best to keep your energies aligned with yourself. Because the more and more, it's realms of realities and programs and portals that the Elohim have put here that make you calcify, certain chakras, that make you close your third eye certain times of the day, just for the sake of aligning yourself with that program to get the fruits of labor up out of that program. But so this could make you not truly be yourself. But the more and more you be yourself, the more and more you detach from the people, places, and things you don't need, and the more and more you attach to the people, places, and things that you do need. And the more and more you don't need, the realm of reality that you actually in. And you create your own. Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn. Air. Where's your Venus and how you love?